Hi, today's lesson is about product of two binomials. This is just an extension of the distributive property of multiplication. Also, you should know how to add and subtract polynomials. When we say binomial, it is a polynomial containing two terms. A plus b is an example of a binomial, and this binomial will be multiplied to another binomial, c plus d. To illustrate, we will focus on the first term of our first binomial, and this will be distributed to each term of our second binomial. A times c, we have ac. A times d, answer is ad. Next is, we will going to distribute the second term of our first binomial to each term of our second binomial, c plus d. B times c is bc. Lastly, we have b times d. The answer is BD. To verify this, we will assume once again values for our four given variables. Let A equals 3, B equals 4, C equals 5, and D equals 6. Using substitution property of equality, inserting these four numbers to this given expression, we will have the quantity 3 plus 4 times the quantity 5 plus 6. Now we will compute for the value of this in two ways. The first way is, we will just simply add these two pairs of numbers of our two parentheses. 3 plus 4 is 7, while 5 plus 6 is 11. So we have 7 times 11. The product of this is 77. Now for our second way, we will use this pattern. We have 3 times 5, 3 times 6, 4 times 5, and then 4 times 6. So now we can multiply these four pairs of numbers. The results are 15, 18, 20, and 24. Now the sum of these four numbers is also 77, which means this pattern works. For you to remember that pattern, let's have some examples. The quantity x plus 1 times the quantity y plus 2. We cannot perform the addition between x and 1 as well as y and 2. So to multiply these two binomials, we will follow the pattern earlier. X times y, we have xy. X times positive 2, they are both positive. The answer is positive. Putting plus sign, the product is 2x. Next, we will going to distribute this positive 1 to y plus 2. Positive 1 times positive y, the result is positive. Let's put plus, product is y. Now lastly, positive 1 times positive 2, again they are both positive, answer must be positive, putting plus sign, product is 2. Therefore, the result is xy plus 2x plus y plus 2. For our next example, we have the quantity x plus 3 times the quantity x plus 6. To multiply this, x times x for our first term, answer is x squared. X times positive 6, answer is positive because we just multiplied two positives. Product is 6x. Next, to distribute positive 3, we have positive 3 times x. Both are positive. Let's put plus sign. Product is 3x. Lastly, positive 3 times positive 6. Result again is positive. The product is 18. Now looking at our result here, the two middle terms, positive 6x plus 3x, can be combined. Using our knowledge regarding addition and subtraction of polynomials, we can simplify further our answer. Copying the first term, we have x squared. Now combining this, since they are both positive, we can just simply add these two. Answer is 9x. We have positive right here. The operation is plus because we just added two positives. Copying the last term, we have plus 18. Therefore, the answer is x squared plus 9x plus 18. For our third example, let's have the quantity y plus 9 times the quantity y minus 5. To multiply, y times y for our first term, y squared is the answer. Y times negative 5, since 1 is negative, the product of these two is negative. Thus, we will put minus sign. Product is 5y. Now, positive 9 times positive y. The result is positive. Putting plus sign. Product is 9y. Lastly, positive 9 times negative 5, they differ in sign, so therefore the answer is negative, putting minus sign, and then the product of those two is 45. Now, the two middle terms again can be combined since they are like terms. We have negative 5y plus 9y. Copying the first term y squared, now combining these two, since they differ in sign, we will subtract now. Subtracting 5 and 9, we have 4. The result is positive because 9y is larger than 5y and 9y has the sign positive. Copying the last term, we have minus 45. Therefore, the product is y squared plus 4y minus 45. For our fourth example, let's have the quantity a minus 11 times the quantity a minus 8. Let us distribute a times a, we have a squared, a times negative 8, one is positive, the other one is negative. The sign of the answer therefore is negative, putting minus sign, the product is 8a. Now let us distribute negative 11. Multiplying it to a, we have negative is the answer because they differ in sign. Answer is 11a. Lastly, negative 11 times negative 8, they are both negative. The product of two negatives is positive, thus we will write plus sign. The product of those two is 88. Again, the two middle terms can be combined. They are like terms. We have negative 8a minus 11a. Copying the first term, we have a squared. Now, since these two are both negative, because of these minus signs, we will now add these two. Adding 8 and 11, we have 19a. Now, the sign is negative or the operation is minus because we just combined two negatives. Copying the last term, we have plus 88. Therefore, the product is a squared minus 19a plus 88. For our last example, I hope you are following the pattern. Quantity 2b plus 5 times the quantity 3b minus 7. To multiply, we have 2b times 3b. The answer or the product is 6b squared. Next, we have 2b times negative 7. Since one is negative, the other one is positive. Product is negative, let's put minus sign. Then we have 14b. To distribute positive 5, we have 5 times 3b. Since they are both positive, let's put plus sign. Product is 15b. Lastly, we have positive 5 times negative 7. Since they differ in sign, the product now is negative. Putting minus sign, 5 times 7 is 35. Now the two middle terms can be combined. Negative 14b plus 15b. Copying the first term, 6b squared. Now since one of them is negative, the other one is positive, we will now subtract these two. Subtracting 14 and 15, the result is 1b or just simply b. Now the sign or the operation here is plus because 15 is larger than 14 and the sign of 15b is positive. Copying the last term, we have minus 35. Therefore, the product is 6b squared plus b minus 35.